Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Ben the Human Plays Hollywood Animal, and Leah Heller has returned from vacation. Tank combat! You guys, I talked about making Fury the other day. This is the time is now. The movie Fury is basically like some of the most accurate portrayal, at least what I've read, is some of the most, not that this is the thing, is I wouldn't know because I've never ridden around in a tank or been a soldier, but Fury is some of the most accurate tank portrayal or combat, portrayal of tank combat in a film that I've read about. It is an intense movie. There are some incredibly intense scenes, and it's pretty rough, but it's very well done. I can't remember if that's a Spielberg or not. Fury, let's call it Rage. It's the same thing as like Mad Max Fury Road. I think it called it Rage Highway, but you know, Rage is an accurate like synonym for Fury. We'll call it just, it's a little dramatic. It's pretty dramatic, but it's mostly an action film. It's set in World War II. Set in the late stages of World War II. The funny thing about all these films I'm making is a lot of them are set like, you know, D-Day or later, and I'm writing them when America's not even in the war yet. It's a band of brothers, or brothers in arms for sure. And there are 5 guys. This is gonna be a massive film. We'll call it just a war criminal is like a single guy. But there's a lot of enemies, soldiers. Gosh, that's kind of it. It's like them, their tank, and then against the Nazis. I think there is like an angry boss involved, because there's like a guy who sends them into like dangerous missions that they're like, this is a bad idea, and they're like, I don't care, those are the orders. So I'll give them an angry boss as well. Big battle scene for sure, a lot of them. Tank combat, where did that go? Shootout, sure, same idea. Surviving in wartime, tank combat, and then the protagonist, like kind of the audience surrogate, I'd call him, or maybe not. There's one guy, I won't spoil it, or if you don't want it to be spoiled, you know, jump ahead by 15 seconds or whatever. There's one guy that lives, everybody else dies. So I'm just gonna say protagonist dies heroically. So but most of the dudes die, but the one guy gets away. And give it to Sigmund. He's won some Pollexes too. Good for him. Tank combat. Leo Flores, skill has increased. We put him back into school one more time, and now all of a sudden he's gonna be our best composer, which is very exciting. Tatsuya Egawa coming out is going to be very exciting. I was thinking about it. Yeah, you'll get paid more even though you've never done anything for me. I was thinking about Tatsuya Egawa, and I think when he's done in school for this current round, we'll not put him back in and start dumping him into as many movies as we can, because as soon as Pearl Harbor happens, they're gonna steal all of our Japanese people. The Sting. I don't even know. Put some ointment on it. The Sting. What is this film? I don't think I wrote this one. American Civil War with a bounty hunter. Ooh, bank robbery? That does sound kind of cool. Follow the money. Meteorite Town. Interesting. We were kind of like we're at 75% consistently. That's kind of interesting. So 8 grand. We have enough we don't really have any theaters with the Sting, or sorry, Insomnia in Indiana coming out. So honestly I'll just call it a day. All right, Siegfried Schutz. I think I've been calling him Schultz the whole time. The Fog. It's not a medieval film. I swear, medieval? That's a word that I always get tripped up on. The Boulevard is still running strong, man. Wow. I don't have any more theaters for you, sir. Yeah, we could have been running you for another 4 weeks here. Ooh, drama for Bev Potter. Lewis Caldwell is a single criminal gang, a single man. That's interesting. Oh man, we got so many things coming out all at once. 1 star from the Bone Grinder. It was a B+ on this thing. I didn't write that movie. I can't take credit for that, and I won't. That's whoever did that. And then The Fog, also a B+. The Bone Grinder loves The Fog though, and I wrote The Fog, so. Ha ha ha. All right, there we go. It's funny, half of our film's budgets are like becoming, it's like about advertising now. Yeah, I knew the Space Journey was gonna drop back down again. Ooh, look at these cool, oh, the spaceship. Dude, that's sick. Very neat. We gotta do 2001: A Space Odyssey, I feel like. So Amelia Cinders is gonna run back for a while. So maybe we just put Space Journey out there for a sec, and we'll come back to it in a bit. Probably the same thing with Space Conflict. Yes. Who's this man with the goatee? He's in every poster. I'll go with this one. I kind of feel like the posters should have been flip-flopped for Space Conflict and Space Trainer. Or Space Journey. Space Trainer. Hecklifter, it's going up. Pre-production, they raised the roof on that one. Good job, team. I think that was the one I put 4 9-star actors in, or 3 9-star actors in, maybe. The trick has worked. Travel the globe. Antagonist escapes justice. That's fun. Ooh, I love a bad guy gets away with it film. Not every day, obviously, but you know, every once in a while when it surprises you, you're like, whoa, I can't believe they did that. Travel the globe. The megaphone for no reason, it just strikes me the right way. It's like, oh man, that's fun. Okay, so travel the globe. We're gonna have to schedule like a special spot for you to be able to run for a while with 9 stars there. Oh man, we're getting too many films again, you guys. Look at the backlog we have here. Crazy sauce. Maybe we'll try to run Space Conflict and Space Trek or Space Journey at the exact same time and see who wins. I assume Space Conflict will win because it has the better score just in general. You want to renegotiate your contract? Fine by me. Look at her. She's got a healthy self-importance. Very good. $110,000. Charlie also, geez, $3,000, Charlie. Charlie, you bit my finger. Are you all old enough to remember Charlie bit my finger? Did the youngins even know what that is? Or David After Dentist? Man, there was a time when like internet videos were just like constant awesomeness. What happened to that? Maybe I'm just too old and I don't see them anymore, but I feel like we don't get any like everybody's seen this video memes anymore. Ooh, these are kind of cool. I kind of like this joust. Like there's no joust in Wicked, but it's just kind of a cool poster. I have to give it to him. Okay. So you're not actually scheduled there. And Amelia Cinders is going to run it back for a bit. So it's like, can we think about putting Malicious here? I don't know, man. We're running into the thing where we have too many films once more, and I don't know what to do. And we have too many 9-star films. The drama. Sigmund Krauss, you can like do anything. Comedy, drama, horror. He's Sam Raimi. He knows he can do all things. Okay. Well, this is good to know that like an 8-7 is running more like a 15, an 11, and then yeah, like 8. And then you do it like a 22 on the first week. We could run it back for 1. For a little bit of time. So let's do like 7. And then drop it by 1,500 each time. And then we'll drop it by 2 at the end. Not a terrible movie, like profit-wise. And then The Fog as well. So you dropped pretty much more dramatically than The Sting did, which is interesting. Huh. You're running at like 6,000? So yeah, like 5 is perfectly okay. And then a 4 and a 3 and a 1.5. I wonder if I can jam in a movie on top of The Killing on the Siberian Railway. Insomnia in Indiana. Love in the Strangest Places. I don't know if that's even appropriate, but here we are. Like if we could jam in Malicious. Where did I put you? You're so far back. Don't do that. Like right here? Would this work? No, there's no way. Although, maybe here? Nah, it's just not gonna work. Like, we need like 20... We need like 20,000 theaters available. 22 might work, and then you lose a chunk on the 3rd week. But because I'm thinking about what was the last one we just looked at where it dropped pretty dramatically. Because it was like 20,000 was under, but then it was like 15. And then it dropped to like 10 or 12, and then the last one was like 8.5. So it's not super efficient, but it does get the movie out there sooner than it would be otherwise. And it fits in our printing schedule, actually. So that's kind of interesting, is like running it off, like half off schedule between like a really good film kind of works. It's so mid for everybody. This'll be really interesting to see how this even works. And I also have a feeling Malicious isn't gonna do super well because it's a weird film, like by 1930s standards, I should say. And by malicious, I mean wicked. They're like, what? They're both witches, and it's based on Wizard of Oz, but not really. It's a retelling of the Wizard of Oz from the antagonist's perspective. Who wrote this? A+, well done. Hey, that's not bad. It's not every day you get a 5 from the Bone Grinder and a positive review from somebody else. The Amateur Cook is a 6-star movie. Sure. Let's do it. Why not? Alan Gilbert. 6-star. We don't want to put our best people on it. Maybe we'll give this to Samuel Walker. We haven't unlocked any research in a minute. It's been a while. Been a while. Do you guys ever have like phrases that pop into your head and you're like, it automatically dredges up like a song or a quote or something? That happens to me a lot. That might say something about how my brain works, I think. Comedy action. You like action. Yeah, why not? Farm girl. You're my girl, Jane Fisher. Criminal mastermind. Philip Fink. Farm girl versus criminal mastermind. On a tropical island. I love it. Could be anything. Oh, over the barbed wire fence is done when in pre-production here. Dropped a bit. Get the second unit going. Get Harold French out there. The orphanage trick has worked. And the money keeps rolling in. Continue that protection. Is it literally the one time that your dude gets attacked that ever happens in the game? I feel like that's the truth. Oh, I never scheduled travel the globe in 80 moons. This is gonna be, it's gonna be tricky though. So if we want like, for example, if we're gonna run Space Journey, we want probably around 22,000 theaters or screenings available, which would mean we only have 14,000 available for any other particular movie that's running at the time. So if that's the case, I think how I want to schedule this is I want to go here. I want to grab Space Journey, and I think we can overlap with the back week of Amelia's Cinders here. Run it at 24. And then start dropping it, like, a lot. So, like, 18, 12. And then 8.5. And now, I think we can fit in where we want Travel the Globe in 80 Moons to be on the back week of this guy. We won't be able to run back Space Journey really at all when we do that, but I think that's okay. We apply that. It'll be interesting to see how this works out. I'm kind of taking a gamble here on how our films are gonna do. And yeah, like this one's not particularly good with anyone. I'm gonna skip Velvet Gloss because it's not great for women, and young men and girls are kind of middle about it. Hospice visit. We all know Lorraine doesn't do tricks. Does Charlie? He does. And a Benjamin Hunter. Okay, so we've got this all set up. Now, we take Travel the Globe in 80 Moons, and that goes on the last week of Space Journey here. Max it out, and then drop it by, like, 3,000. 22. Whoop. Bye. Oh, I took... Excuse me. I'm confused. My number pad stopped working. What is happening here? Why does my keyboard not work? What did I hit? Oh, I just had to go in and out again. Well, that's a weird one. I've never seen that bug before. That's a new one, guys. All right, and then 15. This might be a little too high for the. It might be a little too low. Let's go a little high. Whatever. We'll see where it goes. We're not going to schedule anything just yet until I get kind of a better feel. Maybe after we see how Amelia's Cinders kind of progresses, I might feel better about trying to stick space conflict on the back end of this, but we'll see. Nobody likes it. Nobody hates it. That's not a great indicator of success, but here we are. I thought people would like a comedy adventure movie. Maybe everybody likes it, but nobody loves it. They're like, whatever. Whatever. We've seen a comedy adventure where he flies around the world in a balloon before. You know the drill. Oops. There we go. Okay. We've got everything scheduled except for one. Lot of stuff going on. Nothing found. Do it again. I want to look at my schedule. Look at this. Are you guys doing anything? Oh, it's all the way down here. So you guys are actually still making quite a few movies. The Gerstein brothers are not, which is kind of fascinating. So you guys have made 9 movies. You guys have made 2. And you guys have made 1. The Blue Visitors. Supreme isn't making movies anymore. Marginese isn't making movies anymore. I think I have bankrupted both of you. Oh, this is fascinating. Okay. So Evergreen still has $20 million. The Gerstein brothers only have 4, and Hephaestus has 3.2. Wow. Okay. So we're slowly grinding them into the ground by just overwhelming them with the amount of movies we have. Whoa! Dude! That's cool. I know there's a lot of really interesting, like, history of the war in Africa in World War II. I can't actually think of a movie set in... No, wait a minute. Isn't what's that film called? With Henry Cavill. It's not The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. That's the weird one. The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. I believe a good chunk of that is set in Africa. High quality locations. We can finally film outside of the soundstage. Scouts were amazing locations. Well, let's take a look. 1450, 873. Amazing sets. Okay, so that one's probably going to be... XP for directors and cinematographers doesn't really matter. Scouts work faster is interesting. It would just speed up our movies, but we're already like running into having way too many movies. So I think we would like to do better costumes and props. Oopsies. Cancel the upgrade, sorry. I need to spend money to make this go faster. How much can I spend now? 300,000? It knocks off almost like a whole year. And how much influence can I spend? 200? I have 3,700 that I'm just sitting on now. Now that I've canceled the code, you know, I'm just sitting on influence again. So I might as well spend it. All right, cool. Well, Nazi Hunters is done. 9.2, it's not going to stay that way, but that's pretty good. We're at the post-production. David, Benno. Oh, Benno's an 8-star guy now. Good job, man. I think we have a free writer now. Danny, my boy. Let's just put him on some research real quick. Insomnia in Indiana. You have dropped down to kind of 11,000. Can we run it back? There's some space to run it back, so might as well. And then the third week is jammed full. So we'll just see. We'll see what happens. There you go. You'll make your money back. It's no problem. Killing on this Trans-Siberian Railway. Why do I keep calling it Trans-Siberian? It's the orchestra, man. They've ruined me. Hercule Poirot does it again. Isn't this the first? I think this is the first book Hercule Poirot is in. I think. Maybe. I don't know. The Agatha Christie books all that well, I guess. Okay, you actually held on to your stuff better than I thought you would, but that's good. I feel like our movies kind of make $5 million on average just in general now, which is pretty good. Except for, I guess, The Fog. That did only 4. But good job, everybody. Hey, good job, me. 1 star. They're like, bah, detective bull crap. I think I didn't, hold on. Did I not make, excuse me, that was horrible. Oh, you are, okay, for some reason I thought I had made you a drama, like, thriller, and I did not include detective at all, which would have been a wild decision on my part. Thomas Morrison, cinematographer. Good enough. I was thinking, what if we did, we should do a female-led, oh, they're getting done. We should do a female-led detective movie. Like Nancy Drew, but like serious. 9 star from Hecklifter, that's pretty good. I wonder if Hecklifter's gonna be a word-of-mouth darling. That'd be kind of cool. We basically have 2 8-star teams now, which is really, really neat. Good to see. Pause real quick. Let's get the amateur cook out of pre-production into filming here. Oh my god, it's dropped like a rock. This might be the worst movie I've made in a long time. Oh, Danny. I didn't give him much help in that I put him out there with a script I didn't write, so that's, you know, my fault. Tatsuya Ogawa! He's 8.7, we gotta get him in something good. Immediately. As soon as we finish one of these good movies that I've written. Malicious. Defying Gravity. Release the film. Oh, we could also do Frozen. Frozen's a fun one that has two female leads. A star. The Bone Grinder loves Malicious. Ayo. You gonna go? Excuse me, what the heck? That was weird. Clicking on it gave me the negative balance of Malicious for some strange reason. All right, I think that's a great place to pause the episode. If you guys enjoyed the episode, please click the like button. It helps me out a lot. Oh! Whoa! The blue term iris is done! It took them years to do, but we finally got it. Dude, that's awesome. All right, hold on. Let's pause the episode. Or like, not end the episode so quickly. So we have the blue term vivid, which is the color one. We have the flumen, which is way more practical, less economical, and less quality than the one we just unlocked. I think we want to sit with our blue term iris deluxe. I think that one's just really good. There's nothing to buy, nothing to buy. So I think what I want to put my team working on now is I want to get them working on the upgrades to the frame tone pure here. Just get us the best one you can do. It's going to take almost 2 years, but it'd be nice if you could pay to make that faster too, but here we are. Anyway, stop giving me pop-ups. Feast, Worship, Lust. All right, that's a good movie too. We'll start the project next episode. I'm gonna pause the time here. All right, if you guys enjoyed the episode, please click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more episodes of Hollywood Animal, you want to see when the new update finally does drop and we start our new studio with the new upgrades to the game, do subscribe to the channel. That also helps me out a lot. But until next time, everybody, I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody.